Google Prime supporter Sergey Brin thinks Trump voters are extremists as indicated by a phenomenal spilled video from a Google meeting. In the video, gotten by Breitbart, organization administrators can be seen pummeling Trump and his supporters and vowing to end the ascent of populism and patriotism following the unforeseen 2016 race result. The video stokes the fire that Google and other internet-based life Goliaths are currently editing traditionalists and endeavoring to impact American majority rules system in view of their own political leanings. Sergey Brin can be seen in front of an audience before several Google representatives saying he was by profoundly outraged by Trump's race achievement, cautioning that it clashes with a significant number of Google's qualities. DailyMail.co.uk reports, at one point amid the meeting, Brin discusses the common attitude of Trump voters. He contends that those with schedule occupations will probably vote in favor of Trump than those with non-schedule employments, and said weariness may clarify the president's notoriety. There's very partial a verifiable point of reference for fatigue being a gigantic factor in vote decision, Brin told the group. Also, entirely fabricating radicalism. We've completed a considerable measure of work on fanaticism that demonstrates a high connection with fatigue. Information recommends that fatigue prompted the ascent of despotism and socialism. It kind of sneaks up some of the time, extremely awful things. History shows us that there are times of populism, of patriotism that ascent up, and that is all the reason we should be in the field, Walker says. He likewise takes note of that the organization is making sense of the courses how to react to the populism tide before the world comes into this condition of tribalism that is pointless in the long haul. Recently, Fox News got an inner email from a previous head of multicultural promoting at Google itemizing the organization's endeavors to turn out Latino voters for the presidential race. Google has likewise been blamed for covering conservative news outlets' list items by the president himself. Google list items for Trump news shows just the survey, announcing of fake new media, Trump said. At the end of the day, they have it rigged, for me and others, with the goal that all accounts and news is bad. Counterfeit CNN is unmistakable. Trump included that they are controlling what we can and can't see. This is intense will be tended to. The gathering video prompted quick calls for Google to be considered answerable over its conduct. Trump's 2020 crusade supervisor Brad Parscale called for congressional hearings and an examination into charged political predisposition inside the organization. In an announcement, Google said workers and officials in the all-hands meeting were communicating their own perspectives after a long and disruptive decision season. For more than 20 years, everybody at Google has possessed the capacity to uninhibitedly express their sentiments at these gatherings, the announcement read. Nothing was said at that gathering, or some other gathering, to recommend that any political inclination ever impacts the manner in which we construct or work our items. Actually, our items are worked for everybody, and we plan them with phenomenal care to be a reliable wellspring of data for everybody, without respect to political perspective. Web-based social networking organizations have gone under expanded examination to clarify their part in affecting votes amid the 2016 decision since Trump came to control. Facebook boss Sheryl Sandberg and Twitter supervisor Jack Dorsey turned into the most recent tech officials to get a flame broiling from Congress over outside control Tuesday. The match showed up before the Senate Intelligence Committee as Russian race interfering keeps on approaching over Congress with the midterms only 2 months away, and the estimation of both organizations' stocks took a quick plunge. From the get-go in the hearing, Board Bad Habit seat Senator Stamp Warner of Virginia said control is on the cards. Congress will need to make a move here, said Warner, who was a telecom speculator before he came to Congress. The period of the Wild West in online life is reaching an end, he said. President Trump cautioned a week ago the organizations were treading on an extremely agitated area and they must be cautious.